Hi, I'm Evin Shutt, Global CEO of 72andSunny. Welcome to the Sunnyside Series. We're coming to you live from Stagwell Sport Beach Clubhouse during Super Bowl week, where we're celebrating the intersection of sport, culture, and fandom. I'm joined here by Gabrielle Wesley, the Chief Marketing Officer of Mars Wrigley in North America. Thanks for being here.
I'm so excited to be here. This is the greatest stage right now.
It's such a big week. You can feel the energy picking up as the days go on. Tell me what's going on with Mars here this week.
Oh, well, we have been a long-standing NFL sponsor for many, many years, and we are here with our wonderful team of brands, really activating with our NFL partners. And so Snickers, being our official NFL brand, is here and everywhere, and we will be there at the game with our Snickers activation. We're bringing ice cream back again this year. So Snickers,
okay, go
on. Little known fact, Snickers ice cream is a fan favorite as well as a player favorite. And as hot as it is in New Orleans right now, I think everybody needs a little ice cream.
You nailed it. And I bet 2 weeks ago when it snowed, you were a little nervous.
We were a little nervous, but everything worked out.
I think it's fascinating. How long has Snickers been an NFL partner? Do you know? It seems like a very long time.
It's been a very long time. We're talking decades now.
What do you think makes that partnership so successful? And when you think about it, what's the ambition? And, ROI is a heavy term, but, how do you look at that partnership?
Well, at Mars Wrigley, we are obsessed about consumers. And with our NFL partnership, NFL is the biggest stage for not only live sports, but also fandom. It's the #1 sports league for Gen Z. So it is really important that we are wherever our consumers are. And we're fans of fans. And NFL fans are crazy and wonderful and love our brands.
I love it. Also, I just have to say, I feel like I've said this to all of my friends and family all the time. Snickers satisfies you.
It really does.
It's so true.
I'll give you, there is scientific evidence of what it's satisfying you because it is the right combination of chocolate, caramel, peanuts, and nougat. It is the most replicated flavor profile in candy.
That's amazing data, and I'm not surprised at all because it is, and also I just think about like a tagline that has stood the test of time, but because it's rooted in the truth, and I say that as someone who's a fan of Snickers just in general, but I'm like, it's so true.
And what's so fun about Snickers being a part of the game day moment is a lot of fans on their game days are very concerned about the savory. It's the pizza, it's the wings, it's the dip. And then when you get around halftime, they forget something sweet. And that's where having a Snickers, having a handful of peanut butter M&Ms comes in a great space.
Makes so much sense. And suddenly I'm craving Snickers. Okay. Or M&Ms. We'll move on. Or purple.
Or the purple M&Ms or Skittles. So it's great. At Mars Wrigley, we have 26 brands across North America that across chocolate, fruity, gum, mints.
You can satisfy every craving, really, is what you're saying, in other words.
That's right.
Tell us what you're excited about this year. I'm like, we made it through January.
We did.
Now that we're in February, we can look to the rest of the year.
Did we make it through January?
Barely. We did, though. I'm like, we're not going back. It's February. But tell me what's going on with Mars this year and what you're excited about.
Well, I'm excited mostly about all the innovation that we have coming out, as well as a lot of the activations that we're having. The great thing about what we do with Snickers is that we activate throughout the entire season. So we start actually in the summer with the NFL draft. So we leave here and have the activation of the Super Bowl, and then we go straight into the next season. The great thing is that our entire portfolio, we activate in various different ways. So some of the exciting innovation we have Snickers Pecan, which is like a Snickers, but the pecan pie version. It is.
I mean, that's immediately where my head went to.
So amazing. So amazing. And then we have freeze-dried Skittles called Skittles Popped. It is a great combination of fruity and crunchy that you never knew that you needed.
My kids' heads are going to explode. That's amazing.
Both of those. And then we have another extension to our very delicious peanut butter M&Ms. We have a PB&J M&Ms. All three of those are so amazing and available in stores right now.
I love that a brand that has been around as long as Mars is continuing to innovate. Tell me about how that's in the DNA of the brand.
Yeah, a lot of the things that we do because our consumers are asking for it, or it's behavior that we are seeing from our consumers. So for example, Skittles Pop started because people were freeze drying our Skittles at home, in their garage, in their freeze dryers, and now we have that at scale where everyone can try. Snickers Pecan has been something consumers have been asking about for a very long time because we like to try different things with a similar flavor profile, and PB&J just makes sense.
It absolutely does. And what fun that must be for you as a marketer then to take these innovations that are driven from the consumer insights and how you bring it to life. Talk about that process a little bit.
Yeah, as a marketing leader, we're obsessed with consumers. And so we're constantly engaging with them and listening to what they enjoy, both in our aisle as well as outside of our aisle. And so for us, I have a wonderful marketing team that has their ear to the ground to what all of our audiences are listening to and excited about. And that's really the fuel for a lot of our innovation pipeline, as well as how we activate and engage with consumers.
It's amazing. And I think when you think of Mars and you think of some of the brands and properties you have and creating IP characters, even if you think about it in M&Ms. And
our M&Ms characters are celebrities. They get asked to do celebrity appearances all the time.
Do you have a favorite Super Bowl commercial from Mars when you look back?
Oh, there's nothing like the Betty White Snickers ad from years past. The "You're not you when you're hungry." It really kicked everything off, and was the foundation by which we do a lot of our activations. I think that I also am just a big fan of all the things that we've done in the past, whether it is Spokes Candies on Pause or Almost Champions last year with M&Ms, the Skittles musical that happened many years ago. We always look for different and fun ways to activate both in the game as well as all year long.
I love it. Well, when it comes to working with agencies, what's important to you in an agency relationship?
I would say partnership and courage. Partnership in the sense that we want our agencies to know us. We want them to know our brands, they know how we operate, and know our consumer as well as we do. And then I would say courage, because in this day and age, breaking through is really, really tough. You want to be remembered and noticed. And so that takes courage to step out and do some things that have never been done before. And not everything works, but you have to have the courage to try and then try again.
I love that. And I think if you don't have that partnership, you're never going to get there, right? And be brave enough to try some of those big swings, but also understand where we're coming from and what we're trying to collectively achieve. So.
Absolutely. And I think that this is why we're here at Sports Beach, because the intersection of sports, fandom, and consumer brands just makes sense.
That's amazing. And now, are you pulling for a certain team?
I'm rooting for the snacks. I mean, the Super Bowl to me is all about the food. I'm from Chicago. I'm a Bears fan. I have a long way away before we would ever see a Super Bowl.
Come on,
again.
Caleb Williams. Come on.
So with that, I'm rooting for the snacks. But I would tell you there's a lot of passionate fans here, and whoever wins is going to be really happy.
Thanks so much for joining me at Stagwell Sport Beach Clubhouse for this amazing conversation. That's it for now. Be sure to catch up on all the action from Super Week on 72 and Sunny's social channels.